Hello everyone. How's it going? Welcome in, Run, Tornado Chaser, Ryad. If a Gorpigator was Gorpigator, would a Gorpigator be a Gorpigator? You know, it depends, really. I'm gonna say 3. That seems like the correct answer. How's everyone doing today? Welcome in. We are finally back. Gonna try and get back into the swing of things here. Just moved into my new room, so going very well. That's good to hear. Yeah, I'm back after about a week away on family business. But yeah, we're gonna get back into the Minecraft thing now, so let's jump into the world. It's me. To be perfectly honest, not a whole lot has happened in this world since the last time I streamed on, what was it, Wednesday last week. Little bit of detailing on the cliff face, which we'll go check out, but I really have not had much chance to move forward with my video at all. I am still going to aim for a Sunday release this week, but yeah, bear with me as I just kind of try and get back into the swing of things here. But yeah, last time we streamed, we were doing some terraforming over here on the Nether Portal area. We're going to do a little bit more work over there today and just kind of ease back into things, do some resource collecting, work on getting the stuff we need for our next video, which I'll start working on fairly soon here, because I've got most of this video recorded here. I just got to edit it and everything. Maddie, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, what I did after stream was a little bit of detail work, so worked on making sure this wasn't just, you know, a stone slab. Jinx, welcome in. How's it going? But yeah, did some detail work with some tuff, some cobble, some mossy, andesite. I'm thinking of getting a little bit more going over here. Maybe some vines, or maybe we try and work some acacia in. I don't know. Boo, you should be on the viewer server. I will be on the viewer server soon, don't worry. I just wanted to, you know, have a chill time on the Forever World today. First stream back in a week, so, you know. Didn't even realize I missed a stream, sorry. I could have sworn you were in the last stream. Because, yeah, that's when we were working on this area over here. Yeah, right here. I'm pretty sure you were there. I could be wrong. But yeah, we're gonna continue working on this just on the other side today. So I want to work on bringing this this side of the mountain down into the natural landscape here and just kind of blending it a bit. We're gonna rip out these trees and whatnot, and just, yeah, we'll see where the day takes us. I don't know if I'm gonna do a full-length stream or not, or if we're gonna do a shorter stream. We'll see how I'm doing after the hour mark. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good week and everything. It's Friday, so everyone's free for the weekend. I plan on taking it fairly easy. Do some editing, maybe a little bit of recording. Mostly just sit back and watch some movies or something. There we go. But yeah, I think we need to take out all these trees here. We'll just take them all out. At some point here, I am going to do a video where I go through and make custom trees in the entire area. I haven't quite decided what kind of tree yet, though. I'm kind of leaning towards either birch or spruce, but I can't land on one yet. Been kind of humming and hawing over that, and I'm going to have to make a bunch of custom tree designs, too, because trees are not exactly where I shine for building. So that's one thing that I'll probably work on in a creative world beforehand, and then maybe make a few schematics or something to build over here. Haven't decided yet if I want to go that route or if I want to try and freestyle it. Because so far, I've freestyled everything on this world. I haven't done any planning on a creative world yet. And I kind of like that about this world, but trees make me nervous. Especially if I'm doing them for a video. But yeah, they'll probably want to be one of the last things that we do in this area is the trees. So figure out where everything's supposed to be. Daniel, thank you for the follow. How you doing? But yeah, we'll figure out where all our buildings are going to go. We'll build those all up. Then once we know that our town is mostly complete, we'll get to building trees in the empty spaces, maybe making some parks, some gardens, ponds, all that fun stuff. We have one pond for now. It is right here. And I suppose we could put some fish in there, but, I mean, they might just swim up this waterfall and die. Salmon are not particularly smart, so I wouldn't put it past them. Okay. So, what I'm thinking is the best idea here is we want to get some dirt going. Hey, it's been a while. How are you doing? Yeah, it's been quite a while. How are you doing, Katie? It's been an interesting week, but things are starting to get back to normal. That's for sure. But yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you around. I hope you're doing well. We are playing on a new world since the last time you were here. We do still have our hardcore world. That's still going. But I wanted a little bit of a change of pace, so I started a forever world. Okay, so let's connect this up here. I want this to kind of be the end goal. Although I've got to fix this area up here. This looks quite wonky right now. I'm doing good. How are you doing? I just want to say that I love the series. I play Minecraft on the PS4, and I'm a real noob. When I see your builds or other people's builds, I try to build it like that or similar. But yeah, not that good at it. Hey, all good, dude. It takes time to learn how to build. Trust me, I didn't start like this. I built my fair share of ugly houses and bricky buildings and stuff before I started to learn the ways of the Minecrafter. Well, hello there. First, welcome in, Drave. Ooh, sounds fancy. It's been good. Living life. Fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, glad to see you here, Daniel. And I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying the series so far. I've got lots of stuff planned, so stay tuned for that. I should have a new video out on Sunday this week. Freak, how's it going? Welcome in. Ooh, free leads. I assume you have nothing useful. Oh, right, there's the new flowers and stuff. Ooh, do I even have any emeralds? Let's go check. That may be worth actually looking into. I recently updated to 1.21.5 on this world, so we actually have access to all that stuff now. Good. What's the build gonna be? Right now we're working on some terraforming for a kind of a mountain face. I want to keep the emerald, or we'll check back at the house for emeralds. But yeah, we're working on a mountain to put our portal in, essentially, and we're gonna do some resource collecting and whatnot. It's gonna be a very chill stream. I've been off for the last week, so we're easing back into things here. My kids love your series too. My son always asks me when a new video is coming out. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Well, you can tell your son that Sunday we'll have a new video on the portal there, actually. That's what our next video is on, and I have decided what my next video after that is going to be. And I always say the people who show up to stream get the inside scoop. So the video after my portal is going to be on building a sawmill or a lumber mill. So it's going to be where we do all of our tree related stuff. I have a few designs in mind already, but I haven't landed on a final design. How many days in are you? We are 557 days in. We're playing the long game here. We're trying not to rush anything. We're having fun in the early game. Yeah, I have no emeralds. Okay. Well, I guess we can't get those flowers then. Oh well. Because yeah, I'm not doing any villager trading yet. I'm waiting until I do my video on that. I'll let him know tomorrow when he's awake. It is 11:43 p.m. right now here in Germany. Fair enough, yeah. Well, it'll be a nice little surprise to wake up to in the morning. Hello, King. How's it going, minion? We are finally back. And unfortunately, we have 0 emeralds. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, he's going to be excited. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad everyone's liking the series. I've been having a lot of fun making it. It's a nice change of pace from the regular content that I see, because that was kind of my goal with this series, was to branch off from your typical, like, super high energy, over the top Minecraft content that is basically just trying to, like, grab your attention by doing a bunch of flashy stuff and, you know, building these giant extravagant builds in one video. I've done that stuff in the past. It's exhausting, and it's not exactly the kind of content that I enjoy watching. So I wanted to shake it up and make a chill series. And so far, it seems to be hitting right with the audience. So I'm glad that you guys are enjoying it. Hey, Brad, what's up? Just woke up from a nap? Fair enough. Nothing like a good Friday nap. Okay, so this is where it's gonna get a little wonky. I think we need to smooth this out a little bit. Get rid of this giant crater. Let's throw a few torches in here first. Otherwise, it turns into a mob trap. If you had the power to summon Athena 10 Warrior of the Mind points for you, huh? Okay, I have no idea what that sentence means. Maybe I misread it. That is extremely possible, but these are a bunch of words that have zero meaning to me. You summoned me. Oh, okay. Are you interested in scary movies? Oh, I've been gnomed. If so, have you seen the new trailer for The Conjuring? Scary movies don't really do much for me, to be honest. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I mean, I enjoyed the original Conjuring, so I'll probably check it out eventually. I enjoy scary games. I prefer scary games over scary movies, honestly. The interactive aspect actually makes it somewhat scary. Whereas a movie, you can usually guess what's going to happen, and then it's like, oh, wow. Oh no, he died. Oh, well, no one saw that coming. But yeah, with the game, you're actually in it, and hey, it's a lot easier to get the spooks. Gain some points, save it for the future. Oh, okay, I see. Here we go. This will look better than that crater, I think. Also, how do you like the Thunderbolts? I honestly liked it, but didn't like what they did with one of the characters. I actually haven't gotten a chance to see it yet. I did have the tickets booked, but something came up and I had to cancel. But I'm hoping to go see it this weekend. Yeah, that's why I've been away for the last week. We had a little bit of an emergency that we had to take care of. Got it. No spoilers. Yeah, exactly. No spoilers. And I mean, there might be other people in the chat who haven't seen it yet either, so it's still a fairly new movie, so I won't. Even once I do see it, I won't spoil anything. He's taunting me. He's staying here, knowing I have 0 emeralds for the things that I want from him. Oops. Okay. Let's just fill most of this in now. At this level. You're gonna be underground forever, guy. Excited for the new Lilo and Stitch movie? Yeah, that one looks pretty interesting. I haven't seen too much on it. I'm hoping it's not too uncanny. Because that happens sometimes when they do live action remakes of animated films. It feels like you're walking through the uncanny valley. So I'm hoping it doesn't wind up like that. Okay, guy, move. There we go.
bumping into trouble like a rubbles where I came. See the flames
Break.
shine bright. They were puzzled how I'm saved. I could never serve the passion or the fire or the man.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into a regular upload schedule. I was doing pretty good for a long time there, and I fully intended to upload a video on Sunday, but, you know, then what happened, and, you know, priorities kind of shifted.
Juggling and wrestling thoughts in my mind. The influence was heavy, or the thoughts even mine. Labels get persuading like I'm needing a dime. Like my people ain't be dying over gold.
Guy, you're gonna lose your llamas down there.
Funny, right? I'm still numb to the truth. Couldn't tell
if I just like anchored him to this spot, can he not go anywhere because he's stuck to the llamas?
Yeah, it's the closest thing to feeling.
Yeah, he's stuck here. Well, I've caught a wandering trader.
Maybe he can open up some doors while these words get to show you all my flaws. There's poetry and pain.
Okay, so this spot here gets a little tougher because what I want to do is I want to come up here, and then from this spot here I want to kind of lead this in a different direction than the stone that's down there. Also, I just realized that I'm not flashbacking any of this, so I guess this will just kind of be a jump cut in the video, and I'll explain that I did it on stream. Because generally I would do a flashback for this stuff, and then I would include it in the video. But that's not happening, I guess. At first when they said they were doing it, I was like, heck no, because Stitch is my all-time favorite Disney character, and I know they're probably going to mess him up. But to be honest, he looks pretty good. Yeah, he looks pretty good. I'm worried about some of the other characters more so. I don't use wandering traders enough in my opinion. In normal Minecraft, I agree, I don't, but oops. In Skyblock Kingdoms, on the other hand, they are essential to getting some resources. Like, without wandering traders, they are just inaccessible in the world. So, Skyblock Kingdoms gave me a better appreciation for wandering traders, that is for sure. Man, I hope you guys are excited for Skyblock Kingdom Season 2. I know I am. I'm actually really hyped for it. And who knows, maybe there will be some more information on that soon. So you'll have to keep an eye on my Discord and the Skyblock Kingdoms community Discord. Okay, so we're gonna lead the dirt up to here. It's gonna get steeper and steeper as it goes up. And then we'll just do a flat transition for now, from dirt to stone. And then once we have the lines in where we want them, then we'll work on blending them a bit. Because obviously we don't want a straight transition. That just looks unnatural. I have my fingers on the wrong keys. That explains why I can't move. Let's alter this a little bit. So this I want to come out like this. Mountain is looking good. Thank you. Yeah, it's starting to come together, that's for sure. The big thing I'm trying to do right now is just blend it into the landscape so that it doesn't look out of place. Actually, this area here needs some work. I'm going to hit that right now while I'm seeing it. Don't want to forget about it. Good evening from the Philippines. How's it going, Cedric, I believe I say? Or is how I say your name? How are you doing today? Okay, this area here is a little awkward, so let's... Actually, from all the way over here, let's just bring it like this. Hi there, recently found your channel and saw this series. Very nice world. By the way, wondering what are your plans for the world? Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate it. And for plans for the world, it's kind of complicated to explain, but I'll give it a shot. So we're going to be running out of dirt apparently. We're going to be building different sections of the world. So we're starting out with our starter town here, and all of the builds, Justin Plays, thank you for the follow. All of the builds that we build in our episodes are adding to this town here, right? And eventually we're going to finish this town and we'll move on to another village or a town or a castle or a keep or XYZ area. And then we'll basically have like groups of episodes that I can turn into like a supercut, and you can see the construction of the entire area. If that makes any degree of sense at all. I may not be articulating myself properly right now. First stream back in a while, still getting back into the swing of things. Rename something. All right, rename your sword to the Unbreakable. Okay. I think I've got an anvil over here in the blacksmith. Colossal, how's it going, dude? Redeemed Hydrate. Awesome, we'll do that in 1 second here. Let me just get to safety. Here we go. Okay. I will hydrate right now, and then we will do our rename. Keeler, how's it going? Welcome in. Alrighty, hydrated. Thank you, thank you. I do have an anvil. It was sword, okay. There we go, the Unbreakable. I would very much like it to be unbreakable. Actually, let's sleep in here while we're over here. But yeah, those are my plans for the world, is to build it up town by town, area by area, and we'll have a bunch of cool points of interest throughout the world that we can go to. And I would like to have them all connected in a way that we don't have to use an elytra to get from point A to point B. Obviously, while we're building them up, we'll have to use the elytra or the nether or whatever. And we will have like paths in the nether and a nether hub and all that kind of stuff. But I would like it to be accessible by like horse or walking or maybe even a minecart. I don't know, maybe we'll make a subway system. We'll figure some stuff out as we go. I walked straight past where I need to be. But yeah, huge interconnected world. That is the overall plan. Nice, I have a similar world I'm working on now, where we're working on a Minecraft city and building an Adventure Time statues. Oh, that's pretty cool. Would you believe that I've never actually watched Adventure Time? Or at least not all the way through. I've seen episodes here and there, but I've never actively sat down and watched Adventure Time. It's more so one of those shows that I've seen like when my friends have it on when I'm over. And I have friends that swear by it. They love the show. Let's do a little thing here. Let's do a height map real quick, going up to the point that we need it to go to, and then we'll just fill in from there. Now we have a point to work off of. Actually, don't bring it out like that. There we go. Mostly connected. Like I said, it's going to be a very chill stream. There are times where we have more talky streams, but yeah, it's not one of those times. I am happy to chat with you guys, though. If you guys have questions for me, or if you have a topic that you want to talk about, let me know. Okay, that's looking better. Now we just gotta work on the stone part. Are you placing coal blocks too? I am not, but that's not a horrible idea. Coal blocks could definitely be used for texturing. I think I have some too. I don't think I've knocked all of them out from the mining house. Maybe it wouldn't fit in with the texturing that I already have, though. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. But it's definitely a good idea. Something to think about. I don't have too much to talk about right now, so I'm just enjoying the building. Fair enough. I also have a village world where all I do is build custom villages. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that sounds really awesome, actually. Villages are one of my favorite things to make in Minecraft. Just working on individual structures and whatnot. I do really enjoy making mega builds as well. I mean, anyone who's been around my channel for a while knows that. It's really what I've built my brand on. But I do enjoy the smaller builds as well, which is what I'm trying to settle more into in this series here, is working on things bit by bit rather than all at once. All right. So from here, I want to try and transition this a little bit better. So I don't want this stone to all end at the same spot. I want it to bleed into the dirt here. Kind of like that. That way we have a better transition going upwards. And then vice versa, in some spots I want to have it go the other way. I want to have the dirt go further up into the stone. Because this is going to be the first Skyblock series I watch from you, are you by yourself or with someone else? So for Skyblock Kingdoms, I'm with someone else. The idea behind Skyblock Kingdoms is there are, in this coming season, there's 22 creators. We're in pairs, and each of us has a Skyblock island with a single type of wood on it. And that wood type that we have is our monopoly. So we have exclusive access to that wood. We decide if we want to trade it with others. It is our economy. It's what the entire server is built on. So I will be playing with one partner on my island, and we will be trying to build ourselves a giant Skyblock kingdom, essentially, as the title would suggest. I've actually never played Skyblock by myself. I've always played it with someone else. But yeah, last season, I was part of the Nether Kingdom, so I had exclusive access to Netherwoods, so Crimson and Warped. And I did have a partner, Artemis 8-Bit, but she got pretty busy early on, and well, I wound up being mostly on my own throughout the season. Are you allowed to tell us who your partner is? Not yet, but soon. All will be revealed in time. And if you are interested, I think this is the link. Yeah, so there is the link tree to Skyblock Kingdoms, and in there is our community Discord server where we do all of our announcements and whatnot. I do also repost our announcements to my personal Discord server, so if you don't want another Discord server on your list, totally understandable. But the Skyblock Kingdoms creators are, in my opinion, some of the best out there, so 100% suggest checking them out. What's your opinion on the Minecraft movie if you've watched it? I have watched it, and I enjoyed it. At this point, I think most people have seen the Minecraft movie, so I'm not too worried about spoilers. If anyone hasn't seen it, speak now or forever hold your peace. Let's have this come out this way a bit more. Alright, I'm going to assume everyone's seen the Minecraft movie since no one said anything. But, yeah, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't going in expecting something serious or, like, extremely related to Minecraft, so I was able to enjoy it. If people were going in there expecting, like, the Fallen Kingdom series style storyline, then, yeah, I guess you'd probably be disappointed by it. But, for what it was, I think it was a really enjoyable movie. How many Skyblock Kingdoms have you been part of? We've only had one season so far, and I was part of the first season. But yeah, it is still a relatively new series. We started it actually almost exactly a year ago. We started May 4th, 2024. That was our premiere for the Season 1 videos. I enjoyed it as well. Thought it took a little long to get to the action, but it was a solid 9.5 out of 10. Yeah, it did take a little bit of time to get into the action part, but I actually don't mind that. I don't mind more exposition before the action, as long as you do it right, and I think they did. They still had a good amount of comedy in it. It wasn't. Okay, I'm not going to say it wasn't over the top with comedy, because it kind of was. It kind of was over the top, but yeah, like I said, for what it was, as long as you go into it with the mindset this is not a serious movie, you're going to be okay. And you will have a good time watching it. Because, yeah, I have definitely heard some people be super critical of it because, like, they've played Minecraft since basically alpha like I have, and they're like, oh, well, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right. It's like, yeah, well, it's a movie. Come on. How many hours does it take for you to get into a Minecraft world and actually build a creeper farm? Like, you're not going to see that in the span of a 2-hour movie. Finn, how's it going? I heard that the Minecraft movie was okay, and it had a lot of adult humor. Yeah, in places it definitely did. Which I can definitely appreciate. Have not seen it yet, though. It is definitely a movie that I recommend. It's not something you have to see right away, though. Like, if you wait until it comes out on streaming services, you're going to be just fine. Just kind of wanting to join your world. This is a single player world, so yeah, you won't be able to do that. But I do have a multiplayer world that is open for anyone to join if you do !SMP. Is it just me? or sorry, is me or some streamers never reply to viewers. Is that weird? It depends on the size of the streamer, I think. Like, if they're around my size, yeah, I'd consider that weird. Like, chat's not moving fast enough that you really have an excuse not to interact with your viewers, right? But if you're watching someone like Tango Tech or like Impulse or any of the Hermits or anyone who has just a crazy chat that's moving at the speed of light, yeah, that makes sense. It's hard to catch every message, and yeah, I totally get why they only read a chat here and there, because it's just moving too fast. You can't read the full message before it hits your brain. I have to say that Jack Black is having a great year with Kung Fu Panda 4 in Minecraft. Oh yeah, definitely. He is not struggling, that's for sure. What's up, bro? We're just chilling on the Forever World, doing some terraforming, you know. How you doing? Is it Bedrock? Yep. So it's Java and Bedrock. We have a plugin called Geyser that allows both to connect. Okay, we can make this work, I think. It's looking a little awkward right now, but it's not done. Let's drop the stone layers down a little bit. What is the difference between Bedrock and Java? And how do I know which to play? I play on PS4, if that helps. So if you're on PS4, you would play, I believe that's Bedrock Edition. So Java Edition is PC only, and it has different mechanics than Bedrock does, and it's essentially the OG version of Minecraft. It was later rewritten by Microsoft in a different coding language, and that is Bedrock Edition. And yeah, they've got different mechanics, different perks, different drawbacks. I would say play whichever you want. It's not really a right or wrong answer. I always suggest Java because that's what I grew up playing. But that's just my opinion. It looks like 0. What? What's the port for Bedrock and what's the IP? So in order to get on the server, you've got to join my Discord server, and then head up to the top of the Discord server and assign yourself the server role. It'll unlock a section of the Discord server with the IP address and the instructions on how to whitelist yourself. Hey Jinx, what's up, dude? And Tommy, yep, I definitely remember you. How are you doing? Get out of the way. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to be online, so it's good to be back. You're in which grade, bro? I am not in grade school. Trust me, I have not been in grade school for a very long time. Put your Discord link in chat. Do ! Discord, and it'll link in chat. Sometimes it takes a minute on the YouTube side, but it will show up. There we go. Hey Sage, what's up, dude? Good thing some people are small streamers, as you can very easily keep up with the chat. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about the size of my channel, is I'm able to still interact with you guys without, having to miss half the chats. If I ever did get to the point where my channel was big enough that I started missing chats, I would have to find a way to make more interactive streams. whether it be through Q&As or sub-only chats or XYZ. I would figure it out as I went along, essentially. How did you make your animation pick? Animation? I don't have an animation picture. Good. How are you doing? You had some stuff going on. Hope all is well. Thanks, Jinx. Yeah, everything is, it's starting to go better now. I do have a funeral to go to this coming week, so, again, I might not be as active as I normally am throughout the week, but, we'll still try and get some stuff in. Hydrate. Thank you, Tommy. Gotta go to a soccer match. See you later, dude. Good luck with soccer. If you're playing. I don't know if you're playing or if you're just watching soccer. There we go. I'll hydrate it up. I'm waiting to start streaming soon, but I have to save up for it. Are you waiting to, like, buy a PC to do it? Or what are you saving up for there? Remember, the first movie that I watched with Jack Black was a long time ago. I don't know if you ever heard the movie. It's called Tenacious D. Yep, I've seen it. How old are you, brother? Okay, so I wanna prefix this by saying I am the only one allowed to talk about my age in the chat, so please no one else share their age after I say mine. I am 27. What's the section called? It's called the King's Court. So if you go up to the top, you'll see a channel that says Get Roles. Go there and get the King's Court server role. It'll open up the section, which you'll have to scroll down to see, and then all of the info is in server info. And if you have any issues, please feel free to open a ticket on Discord, and one of the moderators can help you out. Brett, I'm 1,000 years old. I bet it feels like it some days. I mean, I know it feels like it some days for me, and I mean, I'm only 27. How you doing, dude? Okay, eventually I want to bring this back to the actual mountain here. We're not going to get to that today because, well, I don't have enough dirt to do that. But yeah, essentially, this is going to come back kind of like so. And it's going to link up over here somewhere. Doing great. Gonna be lurking. All good, dude. Subscribed. Appreciate it, my dude. Alrighty. Oh, we got some trees in the middle. They shouldn't get in the way. But yes, I do need to save up for a PC and other things as well. Ah, fair. Oh wow, Kingstream, how you doing? I'm doing good, Ed. I'm finally home, so got my computer back, and I'm able to play some Minecraft. I don't see the section. Did you get the role? Because if you got the role from Get Roles, then you should see it. And yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're having issues, then please feel free to make a ticket. It should be under the general section. Because yeah, I can't really help you out while I'm streaming. I can always help you out in a ticket after I'm done streaming, but your best bet is to get some help from one of the server moderators. Fair warning, they may not respond right away. They do have lives as well, so please do keep that in mind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. mods are people. I mean, I have to say that for legal reasons, obviously. But yeah, they're all chained up in the basement. What? Huh? Which I'm sure you're well aware PCs are expensive. Yeah, definitely. I spent a good chunk of cash on my PC, that's for sure. Unpaid interns, you mean? Yeah. He's doing it for college credits. Are you sure you're not evil? Does anyone know what that reference is from? If so, I'm going to be very impressed. Pog. Hey, Pinked, what's up, dude? Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Better late than never showing up, I guess, right? How are you doing today? About time you start streaming. Yep, we are back. Definitely not working on King merch. I actually do have merch. I have sweaters, t-shirts, mugs, stickers, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that worked. Yep. Hanging out at your mom's house? Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Brett. Based on the fact that you're on the YouTube side, I'm guessing you have today off? Or you're already home? I still get the King mug out to drink tea every mod games. Ah, that's awesome. I actually still need to get myself one. I actually have the money for it now. I should. I made them and never got one for myself. I just gave a whole bunch out for free. Minecraft Gang, thank you for the sub. Just got home a few minutes ago. Oh, sweet. Hugged my mom, check. Drank water, check. And went outside, check. Sounds like you're having a good day. And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Mother's Day is this weekend too, so it's a good thing you're with your mom. Did you touch grass? Grass doesn't like me. I'm allergic to grass. It sounds like an excuse, but it's true. Good to have you back streaming. Unfortunately, I've got a long drive, so I'll catch you later. See you, Jinx. Have a good drive. Did you touch dirt? I mean, I suppose I could. I don't want to, though. Alright, gave her the card? Good. Yeah, this is going to be good when it gets all linked up. Gonna be a mad mod and leave early. Got an assignment due Tuesday and then another on Wednesday. Shows up for like 5 minutes and then dips. What am I paying you for? Just remembered Mother's Day. Yep, that is this weekend here. Nothing. You're paying me nothing. Well, then what are all these raises I'm giving you for? I pay you in toilet seats, Pinked. Come on. You know that's good. No one else gets it. I feel your pain, King, with waiting to be your own bubble because of your... Oh, yeah. Waiting to be in your own bubble because of your allergies. Yeah, my allergies are, they're pretty rough. Definitely something I could do without, but something I gotta live with, sadly. Okay. How are we doing for dirt? Not good. Okay. I don't think I have a whole lot in reserve either. I think we're down to less than a single chest. So we may have to save a good amount of the dirt that's left. Maybe we'll switch gears to collecting dirt here. Yeah, we got less than a single chest. Let's go harvest a little bit of dirt. We're going to need quite a bit for the end of this video. So what I've been doing is I've been popping underneath the terraforming, and I've been stealing it from there. So if we hop up here, then we dive. I've already torn up most of the section here. Gotta find a way to get under this. Maybe through the back over here. There is a way to get rid of them, but it's stupid expensive. Yeah. I don't have that kind of money. Wish I did, but I don't. Okay. Yeah, we'll pick up here, I guess. One day, King. One day. Yep. To be fair, I haven't really looked into it that much. Yeah. So I don't know how much it actually costs here. Or if it costs anything, honestly. The only way that I know of is allergy shots. They have the potential to get rid of your allergies, but there's quite a few side effects, and doctors usually advise against it, unless it's like absolutely necessary. They've become a lot less popular in recent days because a lot of antihistamines are usually just powerful enough in most cases. And yeah, doctors usually like to go basically any other route than allergy shots if they can. Any tips for building villages, towns, cities? Well, first thing you need to do is figure out a style. So figure out the style for your town, and the next thing that I usually do is I go to Pinterest and I start looking at like concept art for buildings in that specific style. So steampunk, Victorian, like English medieval. You could go kind of like a fantasy village. There's lots of different routes you could go. Dwarven. So yeah, figure out what style you want first, then go to Pinterest and look up concept arts. Then work on your color palette. So figure out the main building block types for your style that you want to build. And then just pick a point to start. Once you have the concept art and everything down packed, you're going to start kind of seeing it in your head, how to turn that concept into a Minecraft build. And usually the plan just kind of evolves from there. I'm trying not to rip up any of the actual terraforming here. I know I'm getting pretty close to the surface. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's head over this direction. We know we're going to use a lot of dirt, so I don't mind just ripping up a whole bunch. We'll do an inventory for now, and we'll use it up, and we'll come back for more when we need it. This entire area is going to be covered over, so I'm not too worried. Doctors recently came up with an idea to do flu shots without eggs. Wait, what? Oh, you're allergic to eggs unbaked, so I couldn't get it for the longest time. Okay, fair. Yeah, I haven't looked too much into any of that stuff, really. Because I asked my doctor about allergy shots a long time ago, and he basically said, no, you don't need them. Can you tell me about the different interiors you can do, i.e. tavern, blacksmith? So that's one area that I still have some improvement to do in. Interiors are not my strong suit. That's why I generally do them on stream with you guys, so that you can give me suggestions, because when it comes to interiors, I usually just blank. I don't know what to do, and that's why most of my buildings usually end up being empty. I much rather do terraforming and exteriors than interiors. But that's something I'm trying to break free of in this series here. I want to try and have interiors in all of my builds. So I don't have a good answer for that right now, but hopefully as this series goes on, I will have a more clear idea of how to answer that. Because yeah, I can tell you about exteriors all day long, but interiors, not so much. Can you put the IP in the chat? No. We have it all going through the Discord server for security reasons. And even if I did put the IP in chat, you would not be able to connect. You have to do everything through the Discord server. That's just how we have our security set up. Like I said, if you're having issues, feel free to make a ticket, and someone will help you out when they can. Time to wait 24 hours. I mean, possibly. But generally, we try to get to them before that. But it all depends on how busy the mod team is. Like I said, they do have lives as well. So can't expect them to be at the computer all the time. No baddies around. Cool. There we go. I'm the same. Interiors are blank at the moment. Like, I always try and find out what oh, spider jockey. Ow! Jerk. Find out which build you want to do is a little tricky, then deciding to do a tavern or butcher. Yeah. I don't have really a problem deciding what type of build to do. What I struggle with is figuring out what to put in the build, like I said. Like, I was telling everyone earlier in the stream, my next video after the Nether Portal one that I'm working on is going to be a sawmill or a like a lumber mill of some sort. A place where I can do all my tree chopping and whatnot. Or a skeleton jockey. Sorry, not spider jockey. There we go. Should be more than enough dirt for today. So we should be able to get placing again. I want to make sure that I keep enough for the top section there, because that is the next thing that I've got to work on for my video. So I don't quite have enough for all of episode 5 yet. The next thing that I want to work on is the top of this. And then maybe I'll plant a crop up there or something. Give it some extra color and whatnot. What I eventually want to do, let me show you this, is on this side, so last stream we started working on the cliff face going back towards the mountain here, right? I want to do another one like that over here, heading back towards the mountain again, so that we have this big valley heading towards the mountain, right? Then I want to make a lake at the top of the mountain, and I want to have a big waterfall coming down through the valley, and then coming down into maybe a lake around here somewhere, because we've got to find something to put in this area here. It's a little blank right now, so I was thinking a lake could be cool here. And then we might have a little stream running down towards the, well, I mean, it doesn't look like an ocean, but it does hook up to the ocean further down that way. So, yeah, that's kind of the plan that I have for this area here. On this side, it's literally just connecting up the terrain on this side and back to the mountain. Curious question, what is the point of this mountain? It is mostly aesthetic. The biggest point of it is I wanted a place to put my Nether Portal. So yeah, I have literally built this entire mountain for the Nether Portal. But other than that, it's just aesthetics. And it's going to be the start of new terrain for building new crops and whatnot, because eventually I want to expand the farming area out this way again. So we're going to make melon farms, sugarcane farms, pumpkin farms, all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be in behind where our current farms are, on kind of like another tier here. So behind the windmill, we're going to have a flatter space where we can have some more farms. On this side here, we can have some more flatter areas that connect down to the original farming area. So yeah, the mountains are just kind of, I guess, facades for future builds, kind of. Please post another video. Sunday, my dude, Sunday. I am working on it, I promise. I couldn't post one last weekend because, well, I mean, we had a family emergency, so I had to take off for most of the week here. But I'm back now, so I can get back to editing and whatnot. Episode 5 is still on the table here. I was actually working on it a little bit today already. And yeah, I'll continue working on that, and it should be ready for Sunday. Have you built your forever home? I've built my starter base for the forever world, but I don't know if I'll necessarily have like a forever home. And if I do, then it'll be much bigger than any of the builds that I've built here so far. Right now, my home is over there in the side of that hill. So that's my house right now. And it will be for the foreseeable future. Because my plans for this area keep me here for at least, I'd say, 15 episodes. And I'm currently working on episode 5. Opinion on mega bases? I like mega bases. I've pretty much always lived in one. This is basically the first world that I'm making where it's not a mega base. The area is turning into a larger overarching area, but they're all individual builds. Like, I've got my quarry space there, got my farming area, got my stable. This is all going to be nether related stuff here. I'm going to do a build on the other side of the Nether Portal as well. It's going to be pretty cool. Not quite ready to divulge what it is yet, because I'm still kind of workshopping the idea. But yeah, I do have a plan for the other side of the Nether Portal. But yeah, I do like mega bases. It's not what we're working on at the moment. But that's not to say this space is going, or not to say this world is going to be mega base free. We will eventually work on a mega base. It's just not our first project here, because I want to change the pace. And I've got to figure out how to do a mega base in kind of like an episodic fashion, because I don't want to make my videos bigger than they already are. Like, I want to keep the current amount of progress that I'm making per video fairly consistent. I don't want to build a mega base in like a single video, so I've got to figure out how to split it up into multiple videos. Like, a mega base would probably take me between 5 and 10 episodes to build, I think, because each video essentially is a week of work. Okay, that gets pretty dark pretty quick. Let's make ourselves a little flat area here, and then we'll block this cave off. I will showcase this area that we're working on right now in my next, in episode 5, but we're not replaying it or flashbacking it or anything. I've done 2 massive futuristic cities, and they took ages to build, so understand as passing really good ideas. Yeah. I actually, if you look on my channel, you can see the larger builds that I've done. Actually, Skyblock Kingdoms Season 1 is probably one of the bigger builds that I've ever done as like an individual build. And I was really proud of it, honestly. My Nether Kingdom castle, it was awesome. That's the best way that I can describe it. And if you haven't seen it, highly recommend that video on my channel. I think it was the last video that I uploaded before the Forever series, so it should be fairly easy to find. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I think some more work over there is needed, but we're getting there. That's for sure. Okay. So this area I want to think about a little bit, because I'm not sure how I want to do it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I know that I want to transition this downwards. I'm just not sure how I want to do it. And this area here is bothering me. This is some really rough terrain. Have you seen any of the Hermitcraft videos? If so, who's your favorite Hermit? Yeah, I've watched a lot of Hermitcraft. I haven't really watched anything in the recent seasons. As you start making more Minecraft content, you generally tend to watch less of it. Or at least that's what I've found with all the creators that I work with. My favorite Hermit is Etho. But other than Etho, I'd say Scar or Tango. I really like both of them as well. Love chill vibes. Happy you're enjoying it. This is what I really wanted to nail with my channel. Because a lot of other Minecraft creators out there are just really like extreme high energy. And I mean, that's what a lot of people are looking for. They want their attention to be captured, and you know, I can appreciate that. It's just not the kind of content that I like making. Tried it once, didn't like it. There we go. I think that's better. Just close that off. But yeah, I don't generally watch a lot of Hermitcraft. Okay. How much stone do I have on me? Not enough to do anything meaningful with. Got it. Let's grab ourselves some more here. Understandable. But yeah, Etho has always been basically my favorite Minecrafter in general. I've watched his series since Chocolate Island. Reese Fleet, thank you for Flat. I'm gonna go with Reese Fleet. Thank you for the sub over on YouTube. How you doing? And if I horribly mispronounce your name, I apologize. I'm very good at that. How's it going, Evie? I hate that you make me call you that. Life is lifing, and I don't know how to feel. I mean, it's good lifing, but yeah, I get that. Life has kind of been, yeah, it's been a little rough lately, but things get better. They always do. One that I'm a fan of this season is Smallish Beans. He made a huge Winnie the Pooh eating honey. That amazed me. That is pretty funny. That definitely seems like a Joel thing to do. Yeah, I grew up with a lot of the older Minecrafters, so like when I think of the Minecrafters that kind of shaped my experience with Minecraft, I think Yogg's Cast, I think Captain Sparkles, I think Ant Venom, people like that. And then, of course, good old Etho. But yeah, if anyone's curious, I've been playing since 1.2 beta. So like mid 2010. Favorite thing to say is, bro, what's going on? Okay. Emmy's a little broken. Hey, man. Hey, how's it going, Sign? Etho surprises me with what he can do with redstone. Yeah, Etho was like the grandfather of redstone. It's great. What time is it in Canada right now? Where I live in Canada, it is nearly 7 p.m. But yeah, Canada is massive. We have a lot of different time zones. So where I live right now, it is 7 p.m. on the west coast of Canada, which is the furthest west side of Canada. It is currently about 4 p.m. And then on the easternmost coast of Canada, I believe it is nearly 9 or something like that, 9 p.m. in Newfoundland. So yeah, we got a lot. All right, let's keep the chat clean. This is a family-friendly channel, and yeah, make sure to follow the rules of the channel, please and thank you. Here we go. I don't know if Nightbot nuked that one or not. Let's see. Yep, it did. Cool. In India, it is 4:22 a.m. Yeah, it is pretty late for you, or I guess early, depending on how you look at it. Have you, like, just woken up, or are you still awake, out of curiosity? When did you decide that you wanted to do Minecraft content? I started during COVID, actually. I started doing it because I was bored. I needed something to do during the pandemic, and I was playing a lot of Minecraft, so I thought, why not? I'll give it a try. So I uploaded a couple videos, and I was invited to a SMP called Enigma SMP. And that's kind of how I got started. Because realistically, all of the contacts that I have now can be traced back to me joining that server, either directly or indirectly. Do it from now on. No cap. All of. Oh, the Gen Alpha slang. It's tough to read. All right. Let's keep bringing this back here. Let's just knock out these blocks here, actually. When I do start streaming, I want to do variety, just to play games that I enjoy. Yeah, if you're streaming, just for fun, I highly recommend just doing whatever you enjoy. That is 100% the way to do it. If people realize that you're enjoying what you do, they will stay to watch. I do actually have a variety channel where I stream games other than Minecraft, but I do it that way because I kind of built a brand for myself as a Minecrafter, right? And anytime I stream non-Minecraft related stuff on this channel, I always lose I lose people, which really sucks. So that's why I made the variety channel. Hello, King. How's it going, Dylan? Welcome in, welcome in. Did you like Mountain? I love mountains. One second here. Spider just dropped into my face. I'm gonna kill this guy. There we go. Got it. Pie, how's it going? Welcome in. Bed, right. I'll try the non-Minecraft content when you next stream it on the second channel. Yeah, if anyone wants the link to the second channel, do ! Gaming channel, I think it is. And yeah, it should give you the link. We do funny games on there a lot of the time, like Goose Goose Duck and Repo and all that kind of stuff. We've got a playthrough of Return to Moria going with my mods. We do some Phasmophobia, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, there you go. That's the link there. Doing good. Working on stuff while I'm watching. How you doing, dude? I'm doing pretty good. It's been a rough week, but I mean, I'm in front of my computer again. I got Minecraft running. It's the weekend, so all is good. Here we go. And let's do this. Da-da. There we go. All right, guys. If you are not following Pie, you should definitely do that. I've got her link up on the screen there right now. Awesome creator. I have a lot of fun watching her streams, honestly. That's usually what I do in the evening when I'm just chilling. But yeah, make sure to go watch Pie. Yo King, how's it going, Dylan? Here we go. Thank you, bro. Anytime. Gotta support my fellow creators, right? How many mountain trips have you been on? Honestly, I've lost track. It's at least a dozen, I'd say. I used to live very close to the mountain, so I used to go camping there every year. Gotta lift each other up. Exactly. Let's see how we're looking. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to connect the landscape up. It'll get a lot more clear once I start doing the top here, because I want to connect this backwards, and then we're probably going to have a little bit of a cliff on this side here. It's not going to be totally smooth all the way up. But I can only do so much without recording. So we may actually just leave this where it is for now, and smooth out maybe the bottom a little bit here. But yeah, I'll probably have to do the rest of that part on camera, just that I don't outpace myself. But yeah, I'm really liking how this is turning out. It's gonna be a lot better once we get some greenery in here too. I've really got to start designing some trees and whatnot. But yeah, we could do with some resource collecting. I really need them for episode 6. I've got like no wood left. So we're gonna go knock out some more of the forest. And you know what? Let's go murderize some cows first. I'm kind of curious with the cows. I haven't bred them up since I updated to 1.21.5. So I don't know if because they're all this style, if they'll all come out this style, or if they'll start making the other types when I start breeding them. R.I.P. cows. Yep. You're not a pig. I think I see our first victim. Fake pig. Okay. We got lots of wheat here. Cool. Time to answer our own question. What happens when we breed them? First, we gather them all. Hear ye, hear ye. Come eat the wheat. Okay, here we go. Let's start breeding them up and see what happens. How's your house cow? He's still kicking. He's still on half a heart, but he's been on that since episode 1 of the series. So I'm kind of curious to see how long he'll last. I'm hoping forever. That would be nice. But I also wouldn't put it past me to accidentally slap him or something. Okay, you make more cows too. Okay. They are all the same style. Okay, it looks like I need the different variety cows if I want the new textures. But that's okay. That's kind of what I expected, but I still wanted to test it. Now that I've bred them all, I murderize the parents, and we are good. Oops. I love the Highland cows in the game. I actually have not seen a lot of the new textures. I have not seen most of the new flowers. I don't even know how to get most of the new things in 1.21.5. I haven't looked into it. So, you know what? Maybe that would make a good stream sometime. We'll go out and we'll look for all the new stuff. I know there's a firefly bush. I think that's in the swamp or the mangrove or something. But we're also going to have to get pretty far out to actually start getting the new stuff because we've got to go to unexplored biomes. Wait, we have new flowers? Yes, in 1.21.5 there's a whole bunch of new flowers. And I totally forgot about that until I went to trade with a wandering villager today and I saw them all. Do you know about the war between India and Pakistan? I do, but we're not going to talk about that. We avoid any political talk on these streams. Tis one of my rules. My builder heart is very happy. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of new flowers. Then there's the firefly bush, which adds awesome atmosphere to the game. I've been seeing some people use it. Actually, I was watching who was it? I think it was Marm's stream today, and she had a bunch of the new stuff, and it looks really cool. There are flowers that grow on top of cactuses now, and they look really cool. Actually, it makes the cactus a whole lot less boring. Right? But yeah, and then... So I know about those two things, the firefly bush and the cactus flower. And then I know there's some other new flowers. I don't know where they spawn or what they're called, to be perfectly honest. You can break those flowers and place them on the ground. Oh, you can? Okay, that makes them 10 times better. I'm 27. I'm really happy they're going to be making things we've known forever in Minecraft more interesting. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, this is kind of like the second evolution of flowers. I remember when the flower used to be daisies and roses. And yes, they used to be called roses instead of poppies. And then they came in with the second batch of flowers. Now they're coming in with the third. Okay, where have I left my boat? I assume over by the bridge. In which case I'm going the long way. Oh yeah, the happy ghast. That is such a cool way of rethinking the mob, 100%. Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't have that last season in Skyblock Kingdoms, because, I mean, I was the Nether Kingdom. That would have been perfect for me. Like, I would have loved to have had a bunch of happy ghasts flying around my kingdom. New dog noises are to die for. I actually haven't heard them. I haven't done anything with the new like wolf stuff. I haven't even interacted with an armadillo since they came out. Did you study engineering? I did not. I studied computer science. Of course, I went right as it's turning to night. I have bad timing. Oh well. Hydrate. Thank you, Bye Bye. Cool. All hydrated up. Computer science engineering? No, just computer science. Some of them make you worry about them, but the new noises are really cute. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to keep my eye out for them then. Okay, sleep. And hopefully that creeper doesn't get over here very fast. Okay, you didn't even see us. We're good. Alright, so our goal right now is we want to try and get our hands on a bunch of spruce wood. I have to go fairly deep into the forest here to actually get to 2 tall trees, because I've been ripping them down since episode 1. And I mean, why rip down the 1x1 trees when I can go for the 2x2s, right? Are you wanting to do something with computer engineering in your life, or do you not know yet? I actually already have a job as a developer. That's why I don't like pump videos out more often, or I don't have the time to do more than I already do, is because I work a full-time job and I do this. Yeah, I've got friends that are engineers. Actually, my old roommate was an engineer. There's not a whole lot of 2x2 trees left, is there? You may actually just have to start chopping down the 1x1s. But yeah, my 2 roommates were an engineer and law major. And actually, my one of my old roommates is now married to my best friend. So that's really awesome. Get to keep in contact with all of them really often. In Canada, what's the average engineer salary? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Are you born and raised in Canada, or do you move there? I'm born and raised. I've lived in a bunch of different places in Canada, but I've always been in Canada. Yep. I see more 2 talls over here. Let's go over this way. Alrighty. I made a stream. Nice. Hey, Subi, what's up? How you doing? Not only did you make a stream, it's my first stream back. Do you have glowberries yet or not? I don't yet, but I do know where there's a drip, or not dripstone cave, lush cave. So I do need to go get those at some point, and I want to get some spore blossoms as well. I've kind of been gathering things as I need them in this world, rather than stockpiling it all and then already having it. Just because it makes for a more interesting video point. So if I were to do something where I needed glowberries, I could actually go get the glowberries in that video, rather than just pulling them out of a chest. Just woke up, so keen to have something relaxing to watch while I wake up. You know what? That is fair. That is fair. Yeah, we're just chilling and talking right now. We're gathering some resources. We did some work on the mountain before, but we kind of reached a point where I've got to do some more recording for my video before I can progress. So we're taking a break from that and just preparing for episode 6. I need a bunch of wood and stone materials to do that. Have you told us your favorite wood type? I don't think I have. And that's honestly a hard question to answer because every wood type has its uses, right? But the one that I thought that was a creeper or something coming up on me, so I just smacked it. Nope, it was a fox. Sorry. So sorry, fox. But yeah, the wood type that I use most often is definitely spruce. But I have a little bit of an appreciation for the nether woods now, just because, I mean, that was my Skyblock Kingdom in Season 1. So I got so used to using only the nether woods for everything. And I definitely want to have an area in this world that kind of pays tribute to Skyblock Kingdom Season 1. Are we going to see some server action next stream? Possibly. So my next week looks a little bit wonky because midweek I do have a funeral to go to. And then, that's going to kind of throw off my entire week. So I don't know when my streams are going to be next week, but I will figure that out and I will let you guys know on the Discord server. But I would definitely like to get on the server. Been too long since I've streamed on there. And I had fully intended on streaming on the server last week, but then, stuff happened and I was pulled away. Mine is mangrove, but it is a pain to collect. Oh, yeah, it is. Mangrove looks amazing, but my god, it is a pain to collect. Yeah. I'm going to be looking into ways to make it more efficient to collect, because I would like to use a good amount of mangrove. I also really like acacia. Acacia is a nice tree. Okay, we're heading back into the dark oak forest over this way. That's not what I was looking for. Actually, let's finish chopping this down. How's my inventory looking? I haven't actually looked at how full my inventory is. Oh, we're still okay. I want to gather a lot of it. That way I don't have to come back mid-episode to grab more. Because that's what I've had to do basically every episode is I collect like 9 to 10 stacks of it. I'm like, oh, that's going to be good. And then I come back 3 or 4 times throughout the episode to gather more because I grossly misunderestimated it. Wait, misunderestimated? Nope, just underestimated, not misunderestimated. Double negative going on there. But yeah, I underestimate how much I need because of like stairs and trapdoors and making the bark blocks and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to collect a whole bunch of it, and then hopefully we'll be good. And then next episode we'll be building our sawmill, so I won't have to come out into the middle of a forest anymore to harvest the wood if I don't want to. I can just do it in my sawmill. It is all going to be manual. That is the idea with this starter town. I'm not using any redstone. Everything is going to be completely manual. But in our next area that we build, we will start using some redstone farms and contraptions and stuff. I've been watching a lot of true crime documentaries on Netflix, and they are honestly really interesting to me. Yeah, my girlfriend actually likes watching those too. End of the day. Probably start heading home soon. I think I can gather what I need in the next 5 or so minutes here. Still gotta decide what other materials I need for this build. Because, I mean, obviously we're going to do a good portion of it out of wood. That kind of sticks with the theme of the town that I have so far. But I want to start moving more towards the stone scale as well. And move more away from oak. I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet, considering how I've built the rest of the buildings in the town. But I think I can find a way. And once again, with you guys being in stream, you get kind of the inside scoop. I'm planning on building the sawmill along the river so that it can look like I'm sending logs down the river to the sawmill and they're being picked up and brought into the sawmill and processed. I think that could be pretty cool. And maybe we get like a water wheel going somewhere for decoration and whatnot, since we're going to be right beside the river. And yeah, we can think of all those cool little details to add in as we go. But that is going to be what we work on in episode 6. I have most of my episodes up until episode 10 planned. So 6 is the sawmill. I'm thinking 7 is going to be villagers. We're actually going to get a villager trading hall going. And a breeder, obviously. That way we can get the odds and ends enchantments that we need. Episode 8. Oh, I had a plan for this at one point, but I've stepped away from the computer for so long that I forget it. I had everything up to episode 10 planned. Episode 10 is going to be when we go to the end. I know that. Oh, what was it? Like I said, I had this planned. Oh, I might build a library. What I'm kind of trying to do is go back and forth between like functional and building videos. So next video, like, we don't need a sawmill, but we're going to build it, right? And that'll be where we do our tree processing. This video here is a functional video because we need a nether portal, and we went to the end, and we went to the nether and we did a bunch of exploring and got the stuff that we needed. The one before that was the stable. We don't need a stable, but we have a stable now. And I want to kind of go back and forth on those so that you guys don't get bored of me just building for no apparent reason or making farms for the sake of making farms. A water wheel would be amazing, but I think that would be very difficult to build. Yeah, but that's part of what makes it fun to try and build. The more difficult it is, the more rewarding it is once you've done it. Like the windmill. The windmill was really tough to build. I suck at making windmill turbines, but I think it was pretty good. Am I on time? I'm guessing you had no luck getting to sleep, eh? Oops. That's another thing that we really need to go and do at some point, is we need to find a pale oak biome, because those are in the game now that I've updated. So it'd be cool to go find that and get some pale oak. And I've never seen a creaking before. So that, although it might be terrifying, because I've heard that they're hard to kill, it may be pretty cool. Nah, not really. Started a Word document for a fair bit, then gave up. Fair enough. We just gathered a whole bunch of wood for episode 6. So we're heading back to base now. But yeah, I think the windmill turned out pretty good. And I'm thinking I can probably, with a bit of work, pull off a water wheel as well. I've recently gotten into Cult of the Lamb fandom, and I'm wanting to try that game. Honestly, yeah, I really want to try that game too. I've had a whole lot of friends recommend it to me. Actually, Pi, if she's still here, she's been doing a playthrough of Cult of the Lamb as well. It's been really fun to watch because it's got Twitch integration as well, so you can become part of her cult. So yeah, that's definitely a fun game to play. Actually, over the last week, I've gotten really into Balatro, because I haven't had my computer with me, so I've just been playing games on my phone where I can. And yeah, I found out you could get that on the phone, so I've been playing a whole bunch of rounds of Balatro. There we go. With any luck, that'll be more than enough spruce to carry me through the episode. Then for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, I'll do a walkthrough of what we've done over here. Because yeah, over the weekend I'm going to be working on finishing episode 5 and editing it and uploading it. So that's going to be my job over the next day and a half, because I want to have it up by noon on Sunday. But then I'll start working on episode 6. So what I was talking about for the lumber mill, that's actually going to be right there along the river, or along the I guess it is kind of a river. It expands into an ocean if you follow it, but yeah, it's gonna be right there. But yeah, what we did earlier in the stream was we worked up here. If not, you have plenty of saplings. Oh, you have no idea. You haven't seen the other barrel of saplings. But yeah, after my last stream, I did all the detailing here, and what we did today was we worked on the transition of this side. So we worked on connecting it up to the mountain back there and smoothing out the terrain around here as well. So it's starting to look pretty good, actually. And yeah, we have our first section of the new terraforming hooked up to the original mountain here. User, what's up? What's up, King? Oh, you know, just playing some Minecraft. The usual. Hope you're doing well, though. But yeah, just a little bit of an overhead. I think it's turning out pretty good. And then we're going to transition this into a little bit more of a cliff on this side. And then a big plateau at the top here, so that we can make a farm or something on top of it. But yeah, this is starting to turn out. I quite like what we've done over here. I'm very bad at using saplings. Oh yeah? Alright. Now the question is, what do we do for the rest of stream? Because I usually only go for 2 hours, and that's 3 minutes away. Are you going to make some custom trees at some point? Yeah, we were actually talking about that earlier in the stream. I'm trying to decide what kind of custom trees I want in this area. Right now, I'm kind of between spruce and birch. But yeah, I plan on tearing down all the trees that are in this area and replacing them all with custom trees. Spruce? Yeah, spruce would be pretty cool. I have made a custom birch forest before, and it turned out really cool. Actually, when we were originally going to get the birch forest update, and they scrapped it, I made my own birch forest. And I think I outdid Mojang, personally, but, you know. But yeah, spruce or birch is kind of my my top choice. But that's going to be one of the last things that I do in this area before moving on to a new area, I think. Because I want to have all the buildings in place. I don't want to have to tear down the custom trees that I'm making to fit a building in. So I'm going to make all the buildings that are going to go in this area. And then one of the last things that I'll do is I'll make all the trees. I can't believe they showed us the concept art for something they didn't even consider doing. Yeah, I know. I don't even know why they made the concept art, honestly. Because, yeah, it looks really awesome. And then there's like, yeah, psych. April Fools, it's July, ha ha ha. Alright, let's sleep the night away. I still have to finish the interior of this building. Like, I've got so much empty space. Infinity, how's it going? Welcome in. Is this multiplayer? It's not, but I do have a public multiplayer server that you're welcome to join if you'd like with !SMP. It'll give you the instructions on how to join. Basically, join up with the Discord server, assign yourself the role under Get Roles. It opens up a new section of the Discord with a channel called Server Info, which has the IP address and how to whitelist yourself. If you have any issues, then feel free to make a ticket. This is not, but I have a multiplayer server. This world is single player. Alrighty. Cool. Well, we're going to head out from here, and I think we're going to see if we can't find someone to raid. That is our time for today. But keep an eye out for a new video on Sunday. Episode 5 of the Forever World. Apologies again for not having a video this past weekend, but yeah. Can turn multiplayer on? Nope. This isn't a multiplayer world. That's not how that works. All right. Let's see. Who is live? We've got... Wow, not a whole lot of anything. That's... okay. I think we're going to be raiding Carl. Yeah, we're going to raid into Carlcraft. He's the leader of our group. He is the leader of Hardcore Hearts, which is the Twitch group that I am part of, or the Twitch team that I am part of. So we're going to go say hi to Carl. Oops, I guess it helps if I do this. Raid. Okay, so if you are subscribed to the channel, grab the bouncing derps. If you're not, then grab the raid symbols there. Copy the message into Carl's chat when you get there and say hi to him. I will be live again next week. I don't know when, like I said, because, you know, things are a little off schedule from what they normally are. But yeah, likely Monday I'll be live, if I had to guess. Here we go. Let's start the raid. All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Keep an eye out for the video on Sunday, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.